In 2009, Muammar Gaddafi stood before the United Nations, not to ask, but to warn. And in doing so, he may have signed his own death warrant. He tore up the UN Charter on live television, calling it nothing more than a lie. He accused the Security Council of being a dictatorship of 5 nations. America, Britain, France, Russia, China, all with veto power, all above the law. This is not democracy, he said. This is global tyranny. He didn't stop there. He called out the US and NATO for invading Iraq and Afghanistan under false pretenses. He questioned the 9/11 narrative. He demanded that George Bush and Tony Blair be tried for war crimes. Gaddafi didn't whisper, he roared. But what made this speech dangerous wasn't just the defiance. It was the alternative he offered the world, a new Africa, one without begging bowls, one without Western strings. Gaddafi envisioned a United States of Africa, one military, one passport, one voice on the world stage, and at the center of that dream, a single African currency backed by gold. He had already begun working on a gold dinar, a currency that would let African nations trade oil and minerals without the US dollar or the euro, real wealth, real independence. And to the financial empires of the West, that was a threat far more dangerous than weapons. Not long before that, Gaddafi had played the game. He gave up his weapons program. He opened oil deals with Europe. He met with leaders in Rome, Paris, New York. They welcomed him until they no longer needed him. 2 years later, the Arab Spring erupted. Protests hit Libya, and suddenly, the same leaders who toasted him turned their jets against him. NATO said it was about protecting civilians, but the bombs weren't dropped on safety. They were dropped on sovereignty. Leaked US emails would later reveal deeper concerns. The gold dinar wasn't a conspiracy. It was happening. Gaddafi had reserve support. A new financial system was forming outside Western control that couldn't be allowed. Tripoli fell. Gaddafi fled. And on October 20th, 2011, he was captured, beaten, shot. No trial, no courtroom, no debate. After Gaddafi, Libya wasn't free, it was fractured, and the silence cried louder than the bombs. Warlords took over, slave markets returned, a nation once feared for its power became a battlefield for foreign puppets and stolen futures, and in his final moments, bloodied and surrounded, Gaddafi looked up and asked, "What did I do to you?"